recognition, recognition, regularly, regularly, rational, rational, principle, principle, rude, rude, resolve, resolve, rude, rude, retain, retain, restrict, restrict, routine, routine,
root, root,
regularly, regularly, racial, racial, remote, remote, protest, protest, roughly, 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 ruin, ruin, rude, rude, retain, retain,
ritual, ritual,
retain, retain, pursuit, pursuit, rank, rank,
ritual, ritual,
punishment, punishment, relieve, relieve,
root,
profession, profession, relieve, relieve, request, request, racial, racial, reference, reference, routine, routine,
gray, gray,
principle, principle,
ritual, ritual,
relief, relief,
gray, gray,
ruin, ruin, profound, profound, proceed, proceed, ruin, ruin, prospect, prospect, rational, rational, relieve, relieve, racial, racial, prospect, prospect, punishment, punishment, resist, resist,
gray, gray,
punishment, punishment, reliable, reliable, proceed, proceed, resident, resident, relative, relative, request, request,
root, root,
remote, remote, regularly, regularly, resist, resist, recognition, recognition, readily, readily, ruin, ruin, review, review, relieve, relieve, roughly, roughly, resolve, resolve, pronunciation, pronunciation, review, review, request, request, rank, rank, protest, protest, privilege, privilege, reliable, reliable, pronunciation, pronunciation, resist, resist, review, review, pursuit, pursuit, prospect, prospect, requirement, requirement, profound, profound, racial, racial, profound, profound, review, review, relative, relative, pursuit, pursuit, rank, rank, reflection, reflection, rude, rude, routine, routine, privilege, privilege, relative, relative, reflection, reflection, restrict, restrict, privilege, privilege, principle, principle, rational, rational, pronunciation, pronunciation, pursuit, pursuit, relieve, relieve, routine, routine, remote, remote, resist, resist, racial, racial, remote, remote, punishment, punishment, privilege, privilege, pronunciation, pronunciation,
root, root,
requirement, requirement, reflection, reflection, reliable, reliable, resist, resist, principle, principle, reliable, reliable, regardless, regardless, remote, remote,
ritual, ritual,
protest, protest, retain, retain,
root, root,
resist, resist, rational, rational, pronunciation, pronunciation, resident, resident, profession, profession, principle, principle, resolve, resolve, reference, reference,
ritual, ritual,
racial, racial, proceed, proceed, reference, reference, regardless, regardless, profession, profession, resident, resident, profession, profession, pronunciation, pronunciation,
root, root,
resist, resist, resolve, resolve, punishment, punishment, resident, resident, principle, principle, relief, relief,
ritual, ritual,
resist, resist, profound, profound, reliable, reliable, rude, rude, retain, retain, reliable, reliable, reference, reference, retain, retain, raw, raw, profound, profound, relieve, relieve, proceed, proceed, routine, routine, profession, profession, relief, relief, pursuit, pursuit, relief, relief, requirement, requirement, retain, retain, remote, remote, restrict, restrict, routine, routine,
ray, ray,
resist, resist,
ritual, ritual,
roughly, roughly, reflection, reflection, retain, retain, requirement, requirement, pursuit, pursuit, request, request, ruin, ruin, reference, reference, relative, 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 raw, raw, relief, relief.